So, split into 3 units, our main troops go wide, and first to make contact withdraws? What are you, a coward?
What was that?
Huh?
I asked you what you said. You think I'm scared, is that it? I'll have you know my plan is textbook.
Drop it, Taion!
Let go! Colony 13 is a complete enigma. Our data is incomplete.
It's just way too cautious, you clod. It's tedious and it's dull. Can you see that? If we don't eat now, we'll starve. We don't have the time to mess around.
What does...
Look, Taiki boy. I mean, we're Iron Lambda, yeah? The colony led by Commander Isard. And this is some no-name backwater. We hit from the side, and we hit hard. Am I wrong? What we need is momentum. Gotta play hard to win big.
So I'm assuming this is going to be his chapter.
Right, I see. One team draws the sentries away, then the main force can strike en masse, where the flank will be left loosely defended. Seems optimal. Is that right, Taion?
Huh? Yes. Correct.
All right. If that's your opinion, we'll approve it. Yes, Isard?
Yes. If you say it'll work, I trust you. Happy, Taion?
Yes.
Commander, strategist. It's almost time. The new consul should be arriving from the castle soon.
Of course. On my way.
My, that time already.
Nimue, why are you still using that gizmo?
Now that's not very polite, Isard. This mechanical gizmo is much more precise than the iris clock. And unaffected by the black fog. Right, Taion?
Huh? Right.
The Black Fog. Oh, so why's the Demi-Fiend here?
I can't see a thing! Sergeant! Where are you? Sergeant! What? What's going on?
Very intricately designed grenade launcher, though.
There should be an exit through the southern water vein. Head straight for that.
And you, ma'am?
We'll hold the line here, keep them occupied.
Begging your pardon, that's idiocy and certain death.
Taion,
You can't.
you all still have a future. Until the day of your homecoming, please just live. And here.
I couldn't. I won't. Don't do this, ma'am.
Listen, I need you to live, Taion. You must. Flee for the colony.
Taion, get moving! Hurry!
How? How can I?
Taion!
Ma'am! Ma'am! Nimue!
I'm assuming he's going to wake up from a nightmare and be like, oh God. Oh.
Shouldn't have put so much stock in your irises, Kay. That is what you get.
It's just bad luck. The plan was sound. If not for the black fog.
It's all about the Skinfeel. You've only got eyes up front. That's why Kay lost. Sounds, the air, breathing. When you can feel all that, you don't need the iris.
And for all that, you still slunk back, tail between legs. Are you forgetting that fact?
He's awful forgetful, isn't he? So? I'm still breathing, and I had a ball with them kids, right until I had to scarp her.
Excuses a penny.
What are you implying?
Excuse me? Is this a private party, or can I interject? I was thinking I might head out alone next. Is that allowed?
You want to see with your own iris, eh?
Pretty much. Plus, there's Izzard and Colony Lambda, right? It'll be an extremely amusing situation, don't you think? Yeah, we'll have fun, I'm sure.
What's with the Medusa-looking head? Still feel like their initial, like K and all that type of stuff, is going to relate to some other characters in some way. Thinking back to other games and see. Got that idea stuck in my head now, basically. Goodest of mornings, it's a new day, everyone. Morning, manana. Okay, everyone's here. Got word from Ethel a little while ago. There's something she wants to tell us, and we should go to the council room to hear it. Very well. Should say thanks for this tent, at least. Okay, let's go see what Ethel has to say, then. I need to sneeze at some point. I can feel it coming. It's coming. Right, anyway, I wanted to speak to these guys. So, you guys were originally affiliated with Colony 9 and Colony Gamma, is that right? It must have caused quite a stir when word got out that they produced rebels. Do you think they're okay? Somehow I highly doubt that. I wish we could go and check. Yeah, I do as well. I want to see what's happening in those places. Wasn't there another? Yeah. Flararan. Got an SP there. So who ultimately is our true enemy? Is it Agnes or the consuls? Or could it be you? Nah, I didn't mean it. But I don't think any of us can know for sure. The plot is thickening by the minute. The plot is thickening by the minute. There's a lot going on here. A lot going on. But I do feel like I want to talk about my theories and stuff at this point before we continue. Because it's like, it may come up as a plot point and I want to get ahead of it, you know. I don't know when we're going to talk about this stuff again. It's very much like in the previous chapter at this point. Very much at one point they were talking about like the bubbles that were appearing. Like the ice cream scoops that we saw at the beginning of the game. And I feel that's going to be something that's continuing throughout. I'm just trying to see if there's anywhere around where I can point to that's like that thing over there. Like you see how there's like a dome shape there. There's clearly like a bubble has appeared and sucked out whatever's there. Just whoop, gone. Like where are we? Like yeah, there over there. That's what I'm very much thinking about. Like when they were pointing that out, like part of the world has just disappeared. I feel that's going to become a more prevalent thing going forward. It's going to be that this world is basically literally dying due to dimensional bubbles tearing the world apart, essentially. I feel like it's going to destroy the world. And I feel that's all due to how, like, this world was formed. Because clearly it's Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2's worlds combined, but they shouldn't be combined. There's no reason for them to be combined. How did that happen? Don't know yet. But I feel that's actually going to be part ways the reason why the world is dying, why all these bubble things are going on. And that's going to continue, get worse and worse and worse and worse. In order to save the world, they're going to have to separate the worlds again. I feel that's the point of the story, especially because the idea of like, these two teams are coming together, the two sides are coming together, it's about coming together, and they're going to become good chums, maybe even potential romance, like between some of the characters, that sort of thing, and then they're forced to separate to save the world. That's where I feel like it's going. It's like, it's not going to be a permanent thing. It's like the worlds are going to separate. And it's going to be harsh on all these characters because they're going to become friends and stuff, that sort of thing. Especially because they are literally tied together at some points because of Ouroboros. They're literally tied with Interlink. And then they're going to be torn apart to save the world. That's what I feel we're heading towards. Keep that, like, a pin in that and see how that develops with other story plot points as they come up, really. As for the fog, I want to keep an eye on that because that's clearly going to be a thing. At first it was just this sort of like just weird black fog everywhere, but now it's like, okay, it's definitely a plot point. Solon. Quite a few of the troops want you to be expelled from the colony. Oh, understandable to be honest. But I don't think they're driven by malice. It's just that fear and confusion has clouded their judgment. That's why it's understandable. You should give them a fair hearing or see if you can lend a hand somehow. Maybe you'll win their hearts and minds that way. If you give them a reason to fix their misunderstandings, I'm sure they'll make the effort. Thanks, Solon. I'll give that some serious thought. Okay, we got Ymir. Alright. The flame clock really did get smashed. I can hardly believe it. I mean, I didn't even think you could smash a flame clock. All experimental data pointed to the contrary. Fascinating. You mean you were trying to smash the flame clock yourself? Got some orbs on you, mate. I want more info on that. Like, yeah, were you experimenting to do that? Dinzel! Hey, you better not just be ignoring those supply drops that come down. Don't trouble yourself too much over who they're meant for. Just get in and get the goods. Nothing I won't do to get them. Pretty much everyone will be out to get those supplies. Could easily turn into a mad scramble. Oh, okay. Keep an eye out for that kind of thing then. Anyone like over here? Don't see anyone popping up. Anyone in there? Don't see nothing. Don't see nothing, Gov. Alright, so let's head on inside. I don't see any, like,
People in Colony 4 are certainly quick to accept things.
chests.
You lot sleep all right?
Yeah, like a log. Thanks for the room. You cleaned it out just for us.
Don't sweat it. Just a token from us higher-ups. My Iris's clock. I couldn't quite believe it. So I went outside. I hunted down a Hox as a test.
And?
Didn't get snuffle. The flame clock didn't show, and neither did any motes. Looks like it's real.
Yeah. We were baffled too, at first.
Anyway, we're all thankful to you. Flame clocks don't work so good when you're dirt. Hated having to worry about when my number might be up.
Wait, dirt? I thought Ethel's rank was silver. It was when she saved our hides, wasn't it?
Well, stuff happens. Kamaravi, heard of him? Call him the Smoldering. The greatest warrior in all of Agnes. And a commander loves to spar with the guy.
I know him. They say his spear technique is unparalleled. That, and he's an ace ferocious pilot. Wow. So Kamaravi and Ethel were rivals.
That's right. We fought against him who knows how many times now. Took our share of damage, but then so did they. At one time, one of his ferocious knee joints blew clean out. Well, most likely it was a failure of maintenance. The commander could have ended it then and there. But no.
Telling other people's tales again? Not very endearing. Cut it out.
Commander! Apologies, Mom.
I'm joking.
Ethel?
It became a tremendous scandal. The castle stripped our colony of our silver rank, demoting us to dirt. But look. They were made the lowest of the low, and still they chose to stick by me, even though it meant having to live day to day. That is why I must prevail over him.
Huh? But you're...
Free from the yoke of the flame clock, yes, certainly. However, this is another matter.
What is it about then?
Hunger, pride, desire, joy maybe. It's a little hard to put into words, but something along those lines. I haven't all the time in the world, and my troops understand this full well. For me, well, all of us, really. A rematch with Kamaravi is everything. And that will give purpose to the remainder of our lives.
A purpose to life.
Right, okay. On an emotional level, I could understand.
Wow, really?
I didn't say I agreed. I just see her point of view, that's all.
All right now, let's put a pin in the philosophizing. When we talked last night, you said your destination was Sword March, as I recall.
Right.
Come along.
No, I refuse. I want to speak to... Where'd they go? There was someone here with a star on them, and I wanted to speak to them. What did you do with them? Where did they go? Did you kill them? Talkative bunch, aren't you? Hello? Oh, we're just what? There you are! Maxie! Hey. Maxie, the commander has instructed us to lay off you lot. Even though you're Agnes with turncoat Keves. Triple dot. Where did Noah come from? Where? I was why did you not carry on, but he... What? Why? That kid over there. Probably just a very, very young person. But not a kid. I mean, technically they're all kids by age, but you know. Just curious what's around. Where did you come from? Ooh. The gander up here.
All right.
No pun with a big wrench. And a container, that's mine.
What are you hiding, little guy?
Oh my. There's quite some lovely stuff there. What, how, what? Well, I'm here now. Anyway. That's a quick way back. This is the council route?
This right here is Sword March. Well, that part is common knowledge, I suppose. To get there, you have a few possible routes. Mainly the northern and the southern. And then the direct route cutting through the ocean vortex.
You don't say. That works.
Nobody's done it before.
Such a tease.
You can try to approach it from sea or from air. But as soon as you're close to it, you'll end up being ripped to shreds.
We've got to go that way then.
Trust me, it's not just the waves and the wind. We believe there's some other force at play there. And so, through elimination then, these two.
Aww.
And quite frankly, I wouldn't advise going north.
Why's that?
The road's dangerous, and it runs right past Agnes Castle territory. You'd have a hard time getting through.
Taion, turns out you were right.
As always.
Additionally, you are Ouroboros. If you face another colony, you may find the same thing happening as did with us.
I'd feel safe betting on it.
If you go south, the battle lines are relatively fixed. If you can proceed along this route, you'll get there in about 2 months.
2 months.
But
there's more?
even if you reach the sword, this city, yes? It's hard to believe you would find it there. It seems far-fetched.
How so?
Once, we had to advance across this region ourselves. It was empty. Nothing but the sword piercing the landscape. And then, there's that word you mentioned, city. What could that possibly mean? Is it a person? Or a thing?
When Guernica talked about it, it sounded kind of like a colony?
I was pretty sure it was an object.
Will you still go there, regardless?
Yeah. That was the idea. For a chance to live on.
Then there's no more to say. Boliaris.
Mom?
Our guests will be leaving soon. Let's give them any assistance we can.
No worries.
Feel free to use the facilities here at your leisure. Get ready for what's ahead.
I never thought they wouldn't have a concept of what a city is. There's a kettle over there.
Mimi?
Relax. We're just doing what Ethel said. Just using the facilities at our leisure. You have to eat, else you won't grow.
It's just...
Don't let them get to you.
Yeah?
Hey.
What is this?
It used to belong to my friend. He always wore it till last year. Yes, he died, fighting against Colony Psi. You animals killed him. Shot him right here. Clean through.
You're wrong! We're actually from Colony Mimi, what?
If that's what you want, go ahead and shoot. It's not like I'm a hard target.
Now we're talking. Oh, what? You're nearly done anyway. Well then keep your lousy embers. Die today or in 3 months' time, not much difference. Just mind you don't get poisoned before your time's up.
What a jerk. So uncalled for.
Senna, it's fine. He was right. We did kill people. Maybe not his friend, but certainly others.
We had no choice. If we hadn't have, we'd be goners.
We had no choice. Yeah, that was clear until now. But not anymore. Right?
Uh-huh.
There's a chance we can make amends. Even if we're misunderstood.
On the house. Eat your fill, friend.
Huh?
We're dirt rank, remember? Life ain't easy here. But you did help. Besides, you gave us a choice. The choice not to fight. Now, we won't have to take others' lives. I've wished for this. And you made it true. Thanks for that.
Can't eat that much, mate. Like, gee, I mean, yeah, there's helpings, but, like, geez. Okay, so... what now? I'm very much thinking about that sea they were talking about, and I want to travel there, and I'm thinking, what if there is something there, but it's the... why could I not remember the name of it? Like, the Guardian Serpent type thing that was around the World Tree. What if that's still here in some regard, somehow? Maybe. Maybe. Or something like it. Okay, so what now? I believe the southward route is currently blocked by rockfall, but estimate that clearing it will take some time. Guess we'll just have to wait till it's done. Guys, can I say something? Huh? Sounds heavy. I've been thinking, and I think there might be something else that we could try. You mean about Colony 4? It's hardly your responsibility. Taion, it's not quite like that. I mean, if I see someone in trouble, I just want to help them. Maybe it's not a sense of responsibility exactly. It's more like a natural reaction. Oh, you feel that even for a former enemy? That's how I feel about it. Right now, at least. Mimi, your heart's big enough for everyone to have a slice. Okay, well, no time like the present. Let's do something to help. Yeah, why not? Ethel helped us out way back after all. Now we've got a chance to give something back, right? I suppose it'll help us earn their trust, and kill a bit of time, maybe? I think Mimi's right. Guys, thanks. Right, well, that was heartwarming, to be sure. But what are we going to do to help exactly? Lance, you need to expend some mental energy on it yourself instead of blurting out questions. I get this may be tricky for you. Wait, watch it, buddy. Well, if we're going to do that, perhaps a little intelligence gathering is in order. Yeah, I guess we gotta. It's one thing to want to lend a hand, another to know where to stick it. Guess we better ask around the colony then. Still feeling weird about this? No, it's just, wait, what? Worried about helping the bad guys? It's a bit late for that, love. Anyway, if anyone tries to stir the pot again, we'll just punt them under 11s, right? And by we, I mean Lance, obviously. I'd like to call Ixnay? That's how you spell Ixnay? Alright, I'd like to call Ixnay on the punting. If it's not too much bother, I'm afraid it would get quite messy. Come on, it was just a figure of speech, mate. Figure of speech, mate. Okay then. Everyone good to start asking around the colony to find out how we can help? Meh. Alright, we'll go helping out. Gathering info. All across Ionios, you will find eye icons. Look near them for info that could be useful on your travels. Be sure to check any you happen to find. Alright, so we'll use that as a place to end this part here. We'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.